Thank you for joining us, and if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do.
Them bullets weren't for Zack. I know that. Zack ain't had no enemies. Everybody loves Zack. Like,
I mean, if you listen to all the testimonies to his character, nobody believes that them bullets were meant for him. Nobody could understand why somebody would do something to him. It's Chicago, it ain't hard. All it takes is somebody don't know who he is, or somebody know who he is. It just don't take much for somebody to hate you in the club in Chicago.
Make way for Zack TV.
This city did that boy dirty.
y'all damn near got broke and killed on camera. Y'all want us to handle it in the street.
Hear that? Chicago got cameras everywhere. Rarely do I see those cameras surveil a murder in the hood. All those cameras and then the whole hood guessing about who shot what and what car had to do with which and what happened here and what took place right here. When there's cameras everywhere, where's that footage at? The city of Chicago couldn't clear T Streets of the setup or the murder or the nonsense that happened the first couple days after Zack died, that everybody was saying, oh, if you see these guys scrambling, running back and forth, they were actively shooting him. You might can't tell from looking at it. No bullshit. Nobody was shooting right there. There was no shooting in that video. Maybe T Streets would have been able to live another day had we been able to see this surveillance. But see, the problem in Chicago is that those cameras are only working for cop get shot. Let a young black man get shot by another young black man. Young brown man get shot by another young brown man. Nothing. Let that camera shoot a cop. Every camera, they'll be, oh, we got footage from every camera in a 20-mile radius. Followed the attacker from here 16 miles all the way to his destination. For us, it don't do us no good. Out of here. So again, those cameras ain't gonna pick up unless they want to pick up what they want to pick up. They really don't care about who killed Zack TV. And they really don't care about who killed T Streets. They really don't care about AMG Fresh.
There are so many questions surrounding the death of Zachary Stoner, aka Zack TV, and why it happened. Some even say that they weren't aiming at Zack. They were aiming at someone else that was in the SUV with him. If that was the case, they obviously had no aim.
Let's stop talking about aim, because ain't nobody using aim out here. Everybody pointing and shooting. That's it. They hit what they hit. Hit you, hit a baby, hit a grandmother, hit whoever. They get hands-on training on the job.
Street Drop, another notable YouTuber, had the internet buzzing over a video that accused T Streets of being involved with.
Here we go. Straight drop. A dude that had plenty to say at the time, and then when it was found out that everything he said was bullshit, from my understanding, and we haven't got there yet, he apologized to the family and deleted all his content. That's a bitch move if you ask me.
Over a video that accused T Streets of being involved with Zack TV's death. In fact, Straight Drop was threatened and harassed himself because of it. He even took the video down. I don't think T Streets died because of a video. I think T Streets was involved in something else that we don't know yet.
And that's quite possible. T Streets, hence the name, he's a street dude. Street dudes got their hands in all kind of stuff, got all kind of ops, got all kind of problems. If those problems came to collect on him that day, cool. If his number was up, cool. If he died because the streets and the internet pegged him as being the setup man for Zack TV, y'all bogus. The streets bogus, the internet bogus. Don't tell me no video killed him. Y'all act like these videos are incapable of sending a message when the whole point of these videos is to send a message. You take no responsibility when it sends the wrong message. All right, we're dealing with that right now with Trap Lord Ross. Trap Lord Ross likes to talk crazy from his nice home in the UK and talk about how he finna do that and he finna do this and how he's sliding on this skinny punk, you know what I'm saying? While he's comfortably in his house in the UK. And he don't think he a vulture. Him, Adam 22, Vlad, they all Teddy McDonald from Snowfall. They don't give a shit about nobody but themselves. They think because the hood goes at it the way it does and these young black and brown men kill each other the way that they do, that these guys could say whatever they want, do whatever they want, have no consequence, have no accountability, because they don't care, man. Oh, well, they're killing each other. Why can't I talk about them killing each other? They were already killing each other. Me instigating one killing another, I mean, what does that even matter? I think it's absurd. Shut your bitch ass up. You whole bitches are in your comfortable place. You. Sometimes there is no conspiracy. Sometimes there is no so-and-so set them up. No, man. This city is the king of randomness. Okay? In this city, what you think? Killing the ops is like priority number one? Nah. Killing, period, is priority number one in this city. How many times do dudes go out talking about they're gonna go get their op? They don't find their op. They kill the dude that just might look like somebody from a distance, and it turns out to be some kid that has a wife and 3 children and works 40 to 60 hours a week, and you just smoked him because you had to feed that killer in you. This happens all the time. Red lights, no reason, no affiliations, no nothing. Boom, glass blown out, brains blown out, all of it. It doesn't take much in this city, and that's what these assholes on the internet don't understand. Sometimes it ain't a conspiracy. Sometimes it's just the way down.
But the brother AMG Fresh, you know what I'm saying, one of the little young up and coming rappers from the Gardens, you know what I'm saying, allegedly set up Zack TV. A lot of people say he the one who set up Zack TV. That's false.
A lot of people over here, those people, some people said, people ain't say shit, man. The people will lead you astray. The people will leave you dead in the street. The people, a lot of people. Could have been T Streets, could have been AMG Fresh, could have been the cab driver that was out there. Could have been the guy with the busted eye from the bar. Could have been the subway, the guy that worked at the subway. Could have been the lady that walked in the subway. Could have been. Everybody was wrong.
A lot of people say he the one who set up Zack TV. That's false. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's some BS. But he was found dead last week. You know what I'm saying? Last Sunday. And then we gonna, you know what I'm saying? I got my cousin Peanut on the line. You know what I'm saying? We gonna walk through some.
Did AMG Fresh and T Streets die over rumor? Die over people taking the path of least resistance mentally? It's kind of crazy, huh? That's this city.
We also gonna get into some solutions. So
the solutions is shut the up. The solutions is until you got the information, shut the up. Mind your ass business.
Well, rest in peace, AMG Fresh.
Could you tell us a little bit about the rumor that said he has something to do with activity, even though we know that's true, but people going around saying that?
Yeah, a lot of people just be hating, man. You know what I mean? AMG Fresh and Zack TV was cool, man. They was like brothers, man. All the rumors they got started, man. Some bullshit, man. You know what I mean? That's some bullshit. It had nothing to do with Zack TV getting killed. And he wasn't on that gang bang. You know what I mean? He was GD, but he rocked with Breeze, Vice Lord. Anybody know him, know Bella D is like his brother, which is BD, and Fresh was GD. You know what I mean? So all that bullshit they got.
And there you have it.
It's just bogus that we lost a good brother, man.
So evidently, AMG Fresh was also being plagued by the rumor that he helped set up Zack TV. So all you guys got to do is be on the scene and have a name that people could remember for a lot of people or a whole bunch of people to say that you know. So basically the recipe is if I get gunned down and my best friend was with me, he did it. That's the recipe y'all using out there. Every now and then you might be right. Most of the time you're wrong. And it doesn't matter when you're proven wrong because you don't take no responsibility for it anyway. You just keep running your mouth.
I remember it was rumors and shit on the internet about like when Zack TV passed away that a few of these guys like maybe T Streets and like maybe Fresh was like behind some of this crazy stuff. How did you feel about that?
That shit was weird. It'd be a lot of internet bloggers and goofy. Like when it come to T Streets, Fresh, and Zack TV, they was a team.
They was a team. A team. He telling you out loud, AMG Bell D right here telling you they was a team. And that you vloggers are weirdos.
You know what I'm saying? They was a team. And if they was all three here today, it was to see how strong that team was. Like Zack was really trying to push T Streets and Fresh because they was out the hundreds and he knew that when it come to them being the artists, they was hard, you know what I'm saying? So Zack, you know what I'm saying, ended up kind of teaming up with them, and we was from the hundreds, and it's just weird, bro. Like them YouTubers, bro, them bloggers, like they'll say anything, like, you know what I'm saying? We was family to Zack. I did a couple of interviews with Zack, and Zack ain't charged me.
Yeah,
and the reason why Zack ain't charged me is because I knew Zack since I was a shorty.
You do have a relationship with Zack TV. Yeah. And you got a relationship with Fresh, and you got a relationship with T Streets. Do you believe deep
Fresh,
down?
That's my brother, man.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. See, do you believe deep down did the internet play a part in his death?
Who death?
T Streets.
Bro, he just gave you a whole breakdown right now. This is what the I be talking about, man. He's sitting there with a blogger that just asked him, and he just told him they was a team, they were together, they would have never set him up, and this guy's still asking the same fucking question.
Because I recall seeing the video where he was actually at the police station, and it seemed like, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to dabble too deep.
T Streets was, you talking about when he was alive? He was at the police station.
I seen like a video of him like telling people that he had nothing to do with nothing like that.
I want you to show me that video, but at the same time,
like, he wasn't at a police. I don't think he was at. He was just somewhere. He was basically saying he didn't have shit to do with that, and I felt like the internet was putting pressure on him.
Yeah, he didn't have nothing to do with that. It wasn't just the internet putting pressure. At least, see, that's another thing. See, we cut different out here in Chicago. Like, it wasn't no internet putting pressure on him. Like, T Streets was so close. Like 10-5 and the State Boys. That's what T Street from. He a State Boy. Like, them two sets, they kind of was like this. They kind of clicked. Like, you know what I'm saying? Streetwise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, fuck the internet when it came to that Zack TV shit. It was bigger than that. Like, it was the streets. You know what I'm saying? The streets was talking and the streets was getting to him, and you know what I'm saying? And he was trying to prove his point to the
Okay, he could say the internet, but what have I been telling you? The same dumb thought. You think the dumb thoughts are just exclusive to the internet? Nah, a ridiculous thought forged in nothingness can come from anywhere. Most of the time it come from the corner. So he was getting pressure from all sides, the streets and the internet. The problem with the internet is, see, the streets, they out there doing what they do. The problem with the internet is you safe in your crib doing this shit, and then you back up into the bush.
Streets. He might, even if he did put the internet, he wasn't trying to prove shit to the internet. He might was trying to let...
Absolutely. I don't believe that. Yeah, he was trying to prove nothing to the internet.
He might was trying to let them people know, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But he was trying to prove to the streets,
Absolutely.
like, and prove to them people. Like, we just had a little interview. Like, Zack was just there when we shot an interview. T Street's interview. Fresh was in it. He freestyled it. That was T Street block. We was in front of Fresh crib, though. That was Fresh apartment building. But T Streets was right across the street from Fresh apartment building. So, like, we was just out there, and Goontown was out there too. Like, when it come to State Boys and Goontown, they like this. Like, that just split them up. You know what I'm saying? Through some he say, she say shit, through that internet shit, making it seem like Fresh and Streets had something to do with that shit. They ain't had shit to do with that shit, gang. Zack TV came down there just to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what makes sense to me. Zack was supporting them.
He was down there promoting. And Zack TV, he tried to help Fresh out because he knew was about to get down on Fresh. Zack TV overheard motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, running their mouth, and he ended up letting Fresh know. He was able to let Fresh know everything, you know what I'm saying? And he told Fresh, like, you know what I'm saying, come on, let's get you up out of here. I was trying to get down on you, you know what I'm saying? And Fresh was lit. It was his girl's birthday, so folks ain't know what the fuck was going on. And then Zack ended up in his banger, showing Fresh, like, get your ass in the car. You see, I got my shit out.
Right.
And that's what made Fresh get up in the car, and they drove to Fresh car. And Fresh girl hopped out the car, T Streets and Fresh stayed in the back seat, and Zack got to telling them everything what happened. You know what I'm saying? Right. When I feel as though they should have left and met up in the hundreds and did that shit. Zack chose to tell them right then and there, like, yeah, this what's going on, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? It was just weird, and they had time to slide up and do what they did. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't have nothing to do with. It was all type of rumors. He got shot from inside the car. Somebody behind him shot him, like T-Streets and Fresh behind him.
Yeah, bunch of garbage. Bunch of internet garbage.
And the reason why they behind him because Fresh made them get in the car, and Fresh even with his wife to sit in the back seat. He told his wife get in the front seat. You know what I'm saying? It's just all type of weird shit about that situation.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. From just looking from the outside in, from my opinion, I didn't feel like I seen any set up. I felt like those guys were really homies and brothers and shit like that. I just felt like, that was some outside shit.
Like I told you, this street, like the street way heavier than this rap shit, this internet shit that motherfuckers be doing. Right. You know what I'm saying? That was street. Like, and when it come to street shit and you lose like Zack TV, ain't nobody from his hood really trying to hit shit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Motherfuckers want blood, and that's just how that shit.
And that be the problem. Anybody's blood. Not necessarily the ops blood. Not necessarily the right guy. How many times has the hood let the dude that did it get away with murder, and then they go kill somebody that had nothing to do with it? That's a problem, y'all. That's a problem. And that shit will come back for you. That Reaper will come back for you.
If a motherfucker would have took my homie life, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though it didn't go like that, you know what I'm saying? Even though I lost homies, like, but it wanted blood. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit, like, it's just street shit. Ain't like it's bigger than that internet.
But it ain't bigger. It's just as fucking stupid. Minuscule. Be sure. Get who you gonna get, but be sure. Thank you for joining us, and if you have yet to subscribe to the channel, please do. Peace.